Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today we're going to look at some start of the some new Viaje cigars, and you know my stance on Viaje. It's very hit and miss with me because of the fear of missing out, FOMO. I decided to get some here recently, and today is the first one, the Banner, the Hulk. Now, if you recall, last year I did the Bruce Banner and the Hulk cigars by Viaje. You can look back at those reviews if you want to and see how those came out. But this is a combination. It's part of the white label project, and it's called Banner the Hulk. And this is it. And I gotta tell you, as far as looks go, the cigar looks fantastic. I love the barber pole, thick barber pole stripes. Nothing is known about the cigar other than this is a candela, and it's reported this is a criollo. I don't know how much of that's true. It's what I found online, but that is what is reported. Everything else is unknown. Where it came from, factory, whatever. One thing about it is it has a very closed foot. And you saw that on the lead in, and that is extremely closed. It has a nice feel in the hand, and it looks nice all around. So hopefully it'll taste good. So let's get right to it. The new Viaje Banner, the Hulk. All right, let's give the cap here a clip. What is reportedly the criollo part. Now it has a good draw, even though the foot is completely closed. So air is getting through somehow. Well, your first flavors remind me of a nougat type flavor with brown sugar, and a lot of earthy nutmeg. And there's black coffee at the base. There's black pepper at about 7 to 7.5. Cigar starting off with very nice sweetness and a lot of an earthy nutmeg. So we'll see how that plays out. But those are your starting flavors. Well, we're here at the first third, but look, we've got a really bad burn issue going on here. Can't explain that because, as you see, I'm 30 minutes in. That's just not combusting. So I'm going to touch it up, and hopefully it will continue straight from there. We'll see. But the cigar is, and by the way, at the end, I will deduct a half a point for burn issues. But the flavors are very much like they were at the beginning. Still got that nougat, brown sugar, and the nutmeg is now not as earthy, and it's a little creamier. Black coffee base. The finish is that nougat type flavor, nutmeg, and pretty good lingering black pepper. Medium bodied, sort of leaning toward medium full. But the cigar, flavor wise, is pretty good. It even with all the heavy nutmeg, it is very intriguing. I'm liking the nougat flavors, which is different from a lot of cigars I've had. I was starting it off at 91, and without the deduction at this point. So we'll see how the second, third, and final third goes, and it may recoup that deduction, but that is a bad burn issue, and we'll see how it. We'll see if it stays even, or if it does it again, we'll take another half point off. But at this point, it's not a bad cigar. Well, we're done with the second third, and it did continue the burn issue. I've already touched it up, and maybe it'll finish up now correctly. Another half point, so it'll be a total of 1 point will come off at the end. But the flavor-wise, the cigar is fine. It's that nougat. There's aspects of caramel now because it's a little richer. Um, the nutmeg is more in line with what you want it to be. It doesn't overpower the cigar, and there's a nice little black coffee base. There's some brown sugar, probably from that caramel. Uh, Medium to full. It's a medium to full. The finish is very much unchanged. It's still like it was. But the cigar is really not that bad tasting, and I love the way it looks. It's just this one's having a burn issue, and so I can't let that go. So I'm holding. I'm actually holding 91 for the second third. Um, it hasn't made that much of an improvement, modestly, but not enough to change the score. So let's see what we have in the final third before we come up with our deduction. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. It didn't do too bad to the end, so I'm going to let it go burn wise, any more deductions. But one thing the cigar did was got a lot earthier and a lot more black coffee, and the sweeter notes of nougat and brown sugar and light caramel really suffered. So I'm going to drop it to 89. Now they're there, but there's no mistaking the earthy nutmeg and black coffee. So 89 for your final third. And of course, we've got a point deduction. The raw score is 90.33 before the deduction. So the cigar is not that bad. It just really has deep, pretty good flavors. But the burn issue cannot go without mentioning. So I'm going to take a point off. I mean, it's just made it a hassle. It's not enjoyable. So your overall score is 89.33. And I'm okay with that because of the burn issues. It was just frustrating. Not a bad cigar, though. For Viaje, that's a pretty high score for me lately. And I've got a couple others. So we're going to look at those here in the upcoming weeks. But that'll do it for this one. The new Viaje Banner, the Hulk, 89.33.